Hello YouTube. In today's video, we're going to use this Game Boy Color that we previously changed the capacitors to create a all-white Game Boy Color modded with an OLED screen. We're going to use the high-speed Edo, I think that's how you say it, OLED kit and OLED shell, along with the USB Type-C rechargeable battery that they sell. Let's have a look at the shell. You can see it's the same size, just a part of the screen is a little bit bigger. You can see it because the glasses are on the same size. And we are also going to add to this mod the Clicky Buttons Mod kit from the same store. And finally, we're going to replace the LED power indicator light with a white one, just to match the color scheme. So let's start doing this by removing the Y-shaped screws on the back. It's 6 of them. After we have removed all of them, we can see that this board has been worked before we changed the capacitor. So now let's change to a Phillips screwdriver and remove the 3 screws on the board. After that has been done, we need to remove the ribbon cable. To do this, use a tool or your fingernails to lift the tabs on the side of the connector very gently. Once both of them are lifted, you can pull the ribbon cable out of the connector. Now that we don't need the shell, let's put it aside and we will start working on the board. This is the new speaker, the 3 new capacitors that we installed in a previous video. Let's start by working on the LED, but let me show you. This is gonna work. We are gonna install the Clicky Buttons mod. For the LED button, what we're gonna do is identify the 2 connecting points on the other side of the board. You can see them here, just on top of the charge port. And just hold the LED with tweezers and heat both connectors with your iron and pull. Just like that, you have removed the power indicator LED. To install a new one, let's start by removing the old solder from the VS. Just put your desoldering wick on top of it and heat. You will see how the old solder attaches to the copper. Now let's flip to the other side. I will add a little bit of solder to help the old solder come out using the wick. Then again, just put the wick on top, heat it with the iron as much as needed to remove the old solder. Once you can see through both vias, you're ready to install the LED. But before that, we're gonna give it a clean with a cotton swab and IPA. You can see the residue of flux from the wick that we just cleaned. Now we're gonna choose our LED. We're gonna pick up white one. This has to be a 3mm one, like I previously talked on a previous video. The correct way to install it is to identify the longer leg. That's the positive side. That will be on the left side. Then the short leg is the negative. That is labeled here on the board, and that's on the right side. So just like that, we will put it in place. Push it all the way down. And what I like to do is to put some tape on it to hold it in place while we work on the other side. Just like that. And then we are gonna flip it. Let me put this in front of the camera so you guys can see better. Just move it as straight as we can. And let's start soldering. Just touch the vias with the iron tip and touch with the solder on the other side. Just like that, you have added the solder to the project. Now, if it didn't went very straight, you can always heat again and push with your hand on the other side. Now let's remove the excess of the legs from the LED. You can use scissors here as well. Now let's clean again with IPA and a cotton swab to remove all the flux. And as you can see, we have installed the LED. Now let's go and work with the Here you can see the content of the kit. So let's start. It's not hard to install, but you need a little bit of patience. This is the membrane for A and B, and this is the membrane for the D-pad. I'll show you how to install it, but I would like to see if you guys can notice the difference. Let me show you how original Game Boy sounds like when you click on the buttons and how a modified one works. I don't know if you can hear the difference, but let me know in the comments. And this is one with the mod. Feels like a Game Boy SP, honestly. So let's start with the installation of the A and B mod kit. Align it with the holes on the board. When you're ready, hold it with tweezers, but put some soldering before on your tip of the iron. Now let's solder ground to this copper plate. Make sure it melts and attaches to the mod kit. Now you can see these two little connectors, copper connectors. Add some flux on top of them. Now that it doesn't move anymore because we soldered it. And let's add some solder. Heat with the iron and then touch with your solder. Now let's add more solder to the ground. So this will be in place forever. And just like that, you have installed A and B. Let me tell you that this doesn't fix a corroded board. It only works on a working one. Now let's align the D-pad. And here as well, you can see the 5 spots that you need to solder. Again, let's put some solder into the tip of the iron. Hold with tweezers. Oh, I forgot to put some flux. This is where you need patience. It moves and wiggles all around. Now we will put it again in place with the tweezers very gently. And put some soldering to hold it in place. Now it doesn't move, so we can work freely with no tweezers. Now let's put some flux into the other connectors. And we do the same thing. We hit with the iron and touch. Heat and touch with the solder. Let's put some more on the previous one, just to make sure everything is fine. Very important step, you have to clean very well after using the flux. Take your time to clean as much as possible. With all that cleaning done, we finally install our Clicky Buttons Mod kit. Good to go. Look how good this looks. So for the next step, we're gonna have to install our OLED screen. This kit has an OLED screen that is 25% bigger than the original one. Comes with a sticker on the back of the Game Boy and the shell. The shell itself also is of good quality. It comes with lens. We won't need those, so let's throw them away. This is the buttons that come with the shell. Those are good quality buttons. I just don't like the color very much. It's more like I don't know. I like a different kind of white, so they stand out of the build. You can see the back of the D-pad is rounded. That means it's good quality. And this is the screws and contacts for the battery. And also you can see there's a battery installed on it. It's the USB-C rechargeable battery, 1500 mAh. This is a very good kit to play, and it's very future proof. You don't need to buy batteries anymore, and you will play your games in a more um, updated way. This is the buttons that I'm gonna use. You can see it's a different tone of white, and they also come with a white infrared plastic piece. So what I like to do is to put a piece of paper to work on. Sometimes there's shards of solder that may scratch the screen, so I like to put something in between. This is the shell, this is the screen. This kit comes with 2 screwdrivers, one for the Y screws and for the Phillips screw, so you'll be fine with no other tools than that. And this is what comes with the OLED screen kit. Comes with some insulating tape, some insulating film. I won't use the tape, so throw it away. And this is the screen plus the board and a couple wires. So let's start by peeling the adhesive on the back. What I like to do is to leave the protective film on the front side and just install it like this, leaving this little tab on the outside of the shell. Very carefully, just like that. Now that's sitting there, you have to push it gently on the sides to put it in place. Just like that, the screen has been set. Now let's flip it to the other side, bring the board that comes with the kit, and you see this hole in the middle. You have to put the connector there, pass it through, and then connect it to the board. After that has been done, you will see this bad connector. You need to use a wire, one of the two that are included. I like to make them straight and just heat the pad with your iron, melt the solder, and put it inside. Let it get cold, and just like that, your wire has been installed. Now let's cut the insulating film. A little bit more than half is more than enough, and put it on top. This will help to prevent that both boards touch each other and will prevent a short circuit. So now let's put the buttons in place. This is very easy. Just follow the markings on the buttons and they will fit. There's no other possible combination that you can make. Let's put select and start. And let's put this to the side. Now let's install the membranes for our mod kit. Very easy to go. Just align the holes like this. Same thing for A and B. Make sure everything is all the way down. And now let's bring the board. We'll put it in place. Make sure that the speaker fits right in place. Push it a little bit just to make sure that everything is in place. And now our wire that was soldered into the screen needs to be soldered here to C on the power switch. Again, just hit with the iron and touch it with the wire. Let it get cold, and just like that, you have installed the wire. Now let's put the ribbon cable. It's a good idea to put the ribbon cable first and then solder. Once it's been set, now push the tabs one by one. Be gentle because these ribbon cables are very delicate. So far, so good. Everything looks good. This is the power switch. The flat part goes towards you, looks towards you. Now let's close it with no screws, just to test it. Let's put the contacts from our kit in place to test it with batteries very fast. Let's put the new batteries. Hold it because there's no screws, remember? And let's turn it on. Moment of truth. And everything is working fine. We are good. Now let's go back and very quick open it and put the 3 screws on the board. What I like to do is to push the board a little bit, not too much, and please, while you are doing this, don't use too much force. As soon as the screw goes all the way to the bottom, you don't need to force it, because this plastic is sometimes very delicate as well. Let's close it. Now let's put the 6 Y-shaped screws on the back of the shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Easy money. Now let's put the USB-C battery. I like to hook it to the contacts like this and then push it. Once that has been done, let's put the lid. And once again, everything is working fine. So let's put the label on the back. Sometimes I wonder if a white one will be better to put here, but I like the contrast that this one makes into the whole mod kit. Looking very handsome. Finally, let's remove the protective film. And now it looks way more handsome. Look at that. What a very nice build. So let's turn it on. You can listen to it, it's working well. To access the menu, you have to touch down below the middle of the screen. You can adjust the brightness. There's different filters and modes. Let's go to color to change it to number 1, which is the white one. Let's turn it off and let's test it with the all reliable Pokemon Yellow. Look at the crisp and colors of that screen. It's beautiful in my opinion. Sound is working perfectly. The D-pad is working, A is working, so let's move around a little. And just like that, we have finished our build. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope this helped you build your own. And if you like this content, please subscribe. See you in the next one.